We are welcome again to our series of presentations that has been entitled Tips to Become a Successful Student. We always say that you becoming a successful student is our aim. So we have already discussed a lot of issues that are in our school and find the solutions of it. So please, let's try to implement what we will say. Let's try. We are going to also discuss another topic under our presentation. That is no one left behind, and the subtitle is use your ability. Use your ability. I know that God is going to bless us more and more. A lot of people are having issue that once they are positioned to be last, they are having a problem. So they know that they are left behind, but it's not that. At the end of the presentation, we will understand and we know how we will do our things in order to also accomplish our academical aim. So no one left behind. We are all moving. So I want us to make a reference in the Holy Bible. When you read the accounts of Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30, all that is there is Jesus' parable of talents, and describe a man distributing his wealth to his servants, to each as they have ability to use it. So we are going to just relate this one in our education. So it shares some important educational principle, what we just discussed. So look at the man distributing his wealth to his servants, meaning that God is generous or magnanimous, meaning he is willing to give or share. So our God that made you and I will not leave us without any gifts. Every person is having talents, or every person is having a special gift that God has given to him or her. So when you read the account of the Matthew, the man distributed, not leaving just a single servant without giving, meaning that God is also giving everyone some special or unique attitude or talent that the person can also reach somewhere. But what causes people to also lose it? It's like the account of Matthew will tell you that there were some people who used it and others didn't. But when you read the book of Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10, for God is not unjust so as to forget your work and the love which you have shown towards his name, in having ministered and in still ministering to the saints. So God is willing, God has been given to us always. So depending on the way we use these gifts, we are blessed with opportunity to their abilities. Learning is based on important principle. Use it well and you gain extra. That is how the principle, when you relate to the account of Matthew, those who use their talent or the wealth, the master gave additional to them. But if you don't use it, so the second point in the account of Matthew is telling us the theory of use and what? disuse. So we have these two animals here. They are all giraffes. But if you look at the first picture on the left is talking about disuse, and the second one on the right is used. So God gave you the neck whereby you can stretch and get more, but the left side is not applying to, or is not making good use of what God has, but the second one is given. So this theory, the theory of use and disuse, it was propounded by Landmark. He said something that he initiated the law of use and disuse, which state that when certain organs become specially developed as a result of some environmental need, then that state of development is hereditary and can be passed on to progeny. So whatever you do, it is even having influence on your tomorrow's action. You continue to talk about inheritance. So with your education, how you are directing your life today, even it will have influence on your offspring. So the giraffe that is acquired with a long leg definitely will produce offspring with a long leg. But those who are with short necks, they will produce offspring with what? Short necks. So meaning that we should try as much as possible to use what God has given to us. Let's study about the neuroscientists. When you talk about the neuroscientists, they study about human mind or the brain, how it will correspond to our daily living or our actions or our feelings. So in school we learned something about reflex act. When you are even getting closer to some place, for example, you are getting closer to a fire, but even if you are blind, your senses will tell you your feeling. That is the sense of feeling will tell the mind that when you are getting closer is no good. So with this, so the neuroscientists know that looking after the body and brain increase the production of new neurons, which become stronger and more easily activated with use. Whereas with neglect, neural connection tend to fade away. Look at this one. So the more you make use of something, the more you become more activated. But if you don't make good use of it and you neglect it, it will fade away. It will fade away. That's why we say practice makes a man what? Perfect. So the more you do something, the more you become familiar with the thing. I know that you are losing a lot of things because we are all in the same class. The teacher will give us everything that we have to know. But if we don't make good use of it, it's like the man distributing his wealth according to their abilities. So every student is having ability. I will discuss with 3 abilities that students are having, but irrespective of their ability, when we make good use of it, we all become successful. We will all become successful. So we enter the class with diverse ability. That is what I'm about to discuss. But we can all live enriched if we use what has been given to us. Ability number 1. We have students who are So it is so easy for them to resolve conflict easy. Student number 2, they are also having the ability to excel at critical thinking. Student number 3, they also drive to work hard. Before they will understand the thing, unless they go extra mile and learn more. So all have different ability they can utilize towards their and other success. So whatever God has given to you, whether you can resolve conflict easy, whether you are having a critical thinking, or whether you work hard before you do it, if you apply the ability that God has given to you, we all become successful. So with all that God has given to us, no one needs to be left behind. Don't always tell yourself that I'm the last. Always you are having in mind that I'm the last. Try to use it. And you also get there. You can make it. I just want to tell you, if you look at this picture and you see the boy, 2 boys are there. One is having just the 2 legs and one is having only 1 leg, but they are all playing. So the ability is different, diverse ability, but we have to all make good use of our ability and we will become successful. James chapter 1 verse 5 says, if any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. That's what the Bible is saying. So if you are lacking something, it is God who provides. If you are lacking wisdom in terms of your academics, ask the living God and He will provide. I just want to thank you for having time with me. It is your teacher, or Sir Promise in short. So if you have any problem or comment, you contact the number on the screen. Thank you. God bless you. We will meet again. Bye. Always try to subscribe it and also share. Like the video, share with others. Whether you are a teacher or a student, we are all having problem. So with the problem that we are able to notice, that we are trying to address. So let's help each other. Bye bye. God bless you.